Hi there, it's Jen from modernmedicinelady.com and the Empathic Woman System, and the word of the day is absence. Ever since I did the word complaint the other day, I have been thinking about the ramifications of this word. And it's really been rocking my world because I've been realizing how, number one, incredibly ineffective it is to ask for what I need by complaining about something. But I've also been really getting how often I see both myself and many other people that I know asking or trying to create change by speaking about what is missing, what they don't like, what is absent, and then expecting other people to understand what to fill in the blank with. And when it comes to the idea of law of attraction and just the fundamental concept that wherever we direct our attention, that is what our attention is on, and that is what is going to be enhanced and increase and amplify. If we're thinking about what's missing, if we're thinking about what's lacking, if we're thinking about what is absent in our life and what we are unhappy about, then we are going to be continuing to dwell on all of that negative stuff. Whereas when we start thinking about what it is that we actually want and what it would feel like to be living in the solution, we start moving toward the solution a lot faster. So I've been thinking about a couple different pieces of this around this idea of speaking from absence as opposed to speaking to presence. And I was thinking about how this seems to me to be a pattern that many people I know have developed, and that as a highly sensitive empathic woman specifically, I started learning how to read the subtle nuances of request when I was very, very young. And so I learned how to kind of extrapolate from when somebody is expressing things through the negation and through the absence as opposed to through the direct request. And in many ways learned how to sort of mind read or figure out what they want and then kind of try to meet that need. And more often than not, I was doing fairly well. But one of the challenges with this is that it doesn't always work because, for one thing, there is sort of a middleman. There's a translation period between expressing the discontent and expressing what is missing, and then expecting somebody else to understand what it is that needs to be replaced with it. Now, if you were talking about something as simple as an empty gas tank and somebody was to say, "Oh, my gasoline is almost on empty," most of us would know that the next step would be that we need to go to the gas station and fill up the gas tank. But the thing is that it still involves needing to do that equation, doing that computation in our head that figures out, oh, if this, then that. Whereas when we focus on, I need to go fill my gas tank, it's already there. The direction is already there. We know what it is we need to do. And so I think that when it comes to our requests to other people, as well as to what's going on with other people, that helping ourselves to think about what is the solution that I want, what is the direction that I want to go, instead of thinking about what is missing in my life, what is it that I would like to have in its place. And at least at this point in time, I see it as I get to start with it for myself. I get to think about what it is that I want to ask for and start focusing on speaking to the positive as opposed to speaking to the absence. And then eventually, maybe I can even find a way to draw out the request in other people. That if I notice somebody else speaking about what they're frustrated about or what is missing, but underneath it there is an actual request, to be direct and say, in what you're saying, can I understand that you're asking for blah, 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 blah? and then giving them a choice or a chance to acknowledge it or deny it, instead of just immediately doing what I think many of us empathic people do, which is to rush to meet the solution when somebody is expressing their discontent, even though they have not made a direct request. So I just want to acknowledge the difference between expressing an absence or talking about an absence and making a direct request, and how they are actually not the same thing, and that it is not my responsibility to answer or find a solution for somebody when they are simply venting or expressing what's not working. And it's also not anybody else's responsibility to be able to read between the lines of when I'm talking about what's missing instead of asking for something directly. So, my question to you right now is, do you find yourself asking for things through the expression of what's missing, through talking about what is absent or what you are frustrated or about, instead of being direct and speaking to what you actually want? And if that is the case, care to join me in working on flipping this upside down and really focusing on what is the positive solution that I want, that you want, instead of what is the thing that is no longer serving us? So I would love to hear what you have to say about all of this. Please leave a comment below. And until next word of the day, I am wishing you peace, I am wishing you ease, and I am wishing you the ability to ask for what you need from the solution and the positive, as opposed to expressing what is missing or wrong. So in the meantime, please go subscribe to my YouTube channel, Jennifer Moore, Modern Medicine Lady. And also, I will be eternally grateful for your help to get this video out into the world. So please like it, please share it, and please pass it along to other people who would find it useful. Thank you so much, and until tomorrow, peace.